You are not watching a scene from the latest 28 Years Later movie. Alright, now you are. But this is real-world K-pop star Park Sung-hoon running for his life. Haunting footage shows the ENYPEN idol being mobbed by a gang of groupies lurking in wait at Incheon International Airport. The video has ignited intense online debate over South Korean celebrity security, the dark side of the K-pop boom, and obsessive fan culture. But it's far from the first time a K-pop star has been terrorized by fanatics. They're called the Sasaengs, private fans, because they stop at nothing to violate the privacy of their idols. And unlike the lonely pop star stalkers of the West, these ones operate like organised gangs.
This is some next level.
300m를 가야 돼요. 그러면 300m를 계속 만지는 무서워. 떼면 또 만지고 떼면.
Hidden cameras, poisoned drinks, blood-brushed letters, even prostitution in exchange for information. This is the dingy underworld of the real-life K-pop demon hunters.
There is structure, like in mafia or yakuza, and the behavior started to be more and more extreme because every Sasaeng wanted to be the best. Sasaeng's entire personality, entire existence is built on recognition.
Fans of ENYPEN told us they condemned the airport ambush, but they claim it's not as simple as blaming Sasaengs alone. So where did these extreme fangirls come from? The subculture traces back to the 1990s, when groups of mostly teenage girls came together to worship their K-pop idols.
내가 좋아하는 연예인이랑 더 친해지고 더 가까워진다는 느낌? 공연장 가면은 수천 명, 수만 명 있어요. 근데 그 사람은 나를 몰라요. 근데 사생팬을 하면은 그 사람들은 나를 알아요. 오빠 저 누군데요? 저번에도 뵀는데. 오빠 저 누구야? 계속 이렇게 하잖아요? 오늘도 왔니? 뭐 이런 식으로 하는 거예요. 사생팬 입장에서는 그게 기쁜 거예요.
Their behavior radicalized when K-pop began to widen its global foothold in 2017.
사생팬들이 또 전화를 해요. 정말 싫어요. 진짜 싫어.
일단 밖에서 이제 새벽 12시가 지나가면 이제 잠깐 소리가 들려.
열나고
문을 따는 소리가 들려? 네. 그러다가 제가 이제 무시하잖아요. 밖에서.
Break-in enters, hidden cameras, even sexual services offered for idol information. Some K-pop stars were even met by urine and feces left outside their home as though the territory had been marked. This extremism was compounded by the streaming services boom, which pushed K-pop idols from regional fame onto the world stage.
It's time. The world will know you as pop stars.
In August 2025, animated movie K-pop Demon Hunters became the most watched Netflix movie of all time. The movie's anthem became the first K-pop song to win a Grammy.
And we're so excited to show you what's next.
Ironically, many believe the movie reflects the dangers and exploitation of the billion-dollar K-pop industry, and this kind of recognition further emboldens the Sasaeng.
Some fans will be part of a little community of Sasaengs, and they will be able to perhaps collaborate on getting closer to the idol. So we've seen some Sasaeng fans, for example, getting jobs at the airport, getting jobs at places where VIPs regularly visit. And then that is quite a commitment, maybe months of commitment, but it allows them eventually to get very close to their celebrity.
According to research, the Sasaengs are driven by mob mentality. The groupies gather on encrypted platforms to trade private information, including flight schedules. and that's why airports are a key hunting ground. In an indication of the Sasaeng's reach, some idols have even reported their on-flight meals had been tampered with. So how do young girls accomplish such extreme stalking? Well, the internet hasn't helped.
Beatles have just arrived and are about to set foot for the first time in our country.
Here come the Beatles with a police escort, the crowd surging forward, absolutely out of control.
Already across the road at the Southern Cross, the barricades have been pushed down twice. There are swarms of police in there trying to rectify the situation.
While Beatles fangirls were known for screaming and sometimes wetting themselves with excitement, they had little means to chase their muse once they stepped off stage. Stars were much less accessible in that time. Sadly, Beatles founder John Lennon would still meet the tragic fate of assassination by an obsessed male fan in 1980.
And I said, John, would you sign my album? And he said, sure. And he looked at me, he said, is that all? Do you want anything else? And I felt then and now that he knew something subconsciously, that he was looking into the eyes of the person that was going to kill him.
And in the digital age, obsessed fans have never been more dangerous.
Now, we have, of course, social media, which doesn't help because it's anonymous. It can give you a lot of support, even for misbehavior. The worst kinds of assaults are sometimes live streamed, and people like this kind of stuff. There's always an audience for it.
I think the key term here is ownership. A passionate fan still knows that the idol is an individual who provides entertainment. Sasaeng perceives idol as something they own because they show to the idol they are willing to do something borderline criminal just to show them they are special to them.
Idol information goes to the highest bidder, and everything is for sale. Addresses, phone books, even live idol locations. And it's not just the idols' lives being laid on the line. In pursuit of the stars, some Sasaeng will speed up to 200 kilometers per hour, threatening innocent people along with the stars. It's becoming a liability.
หนูเดินออกจากบ้านมาเพื่อที่จะนั่งรถแท็กซี่ไปซ้อมเต้น ไปซ้อมเต้นเพราะว่าเหมือนวันนั้นแมเนเจอร์มาไม่ได้หรืออะไรเงี้ยค่ะแล้วเหมือนแบบเป็นฟีลแบบมันแค่ไปซ้อมเต้นเดี๋ยวไอไปเองแล้วเดี๋ยวไอกับเองไม่ต้องห่วงอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็เขาพยายามจะขึ้นแท็กซี่มาด้วยคือแบบเอาขาสอดเข้าไปในตรงประตูค่ะไม่อยากเข้าดีเทลมากเดี๋ยวมันจะนั่นแต่ว่าคือมันเป็นอะไรที่เราไม่เคยเจอมาก่อนแล้วเราไม่รู้ว่าเราจะต้องทำยังไง
These fans, they're really obsessed. So it's not that they always want to misbehave. They're just incredibly passionate. So that doesn't justify their behavior. But I think we do need to keep in mind that this whole industry relies on fans being completely obsessed with these beautiful people, beautiful men and women. And so, in a sense, the K-pop industry relies on it, however ironic that is.
Some critics blame K-pop managers for enabling the harassment.
야, 세게 안 누른다 나 지금. 나 지금 손만 살짝 올리고 있는.
In the 1990s, K-pop management began to emulate the intense Japanese artist management system. This includes shackling recruits into long, exclusive deals to carve a polished, picture-perfect image with little control or financial reward. As part of this system, some agencies manufactured an air of accessibility by tolerating obsessive fan behavior. Many discourage idols from having a love life to enhance their sense of availability. This has driven some to speculate if they take the same approach with their minimal security.
K-pop idol is going to be all great and beautiful. That's not the reality.
Experts say this legacy enables incidents like the airport ambush, but idols themselves must take some responsibility for feeding into the fan obsession.
So sometimes idols themselves are to blame. Sometimes also members talk about their fan base as the lovers, siblings, and etc. So they created the illusion that fandom and fans are really close, related, protected by the group.
In 2009, a Sasaeng sent a letter to their idols 2 p.m. The problem? It was inked in menstrual blood. And it's not only females. In 2011, a member of the girl group Girls' Generation was nearly kidnapped on stage by a male Sasaeng posing as staff. And in perhaps the most chilling case, a TVXQ member was hospitalized in 2006 after his drink was spiked with superglue by a Sasaeng.
폭물 테러 사건 한번 당한 적 있어요. 맞아. 나 알지. 네, 그래가지고 한동안 오렌지 주스를 못 마셨어요. 떨리는데 이렇게 넣었거든요. 오렌지 주스를 이렇게 넣었어요. 이렇게 넣었어요.
The stalking can have tragic consequences. In 2024, actor Song Jae-rim was found dead in his apartment at the age of 39. It was later revealed he'd allegedly been harassed by a Sasaeng. But experts say obsessive fan behavior is not new in South Korea, where stalking was traditionally considered a minor offense punished with a small fine.
요즘도 집 앞에 사생이 있더라. 찾자가 이 새끼들아.
하지 말아요, 제발.
It's crucial to remember how connected these fans are to their idol's glory. They are the engine who wins them elite ranks on the charts, who makes them trend on TikTok, and who helps them win industry awards.
미국 외제를 설치기 바라는 땡스 아닌가요?
But where is the line between a passionate fan and a Sasaeng?
I think laws need to change in Korea because penal code is still lacking in terms of prosecuting such offenses. If the person who commits such offense can be identified and can be prosecuted, I think maybe the fear of prosecution could be some deterrent for groups and for individuals. Sadly, the punishment for such offenses in Korea is, well, not sufficient. And I think this is the biggest problem in controlling such behavior.